Hello BookTube, assuming I managed to record this video. I've been trying to record this video for a while now. And it's just, today is being one of those days. So this is Tag Tuesday, and for this Tag Tuesday, I'm going to be doing the Soggy Expat Book Maniac Random Question Tag. This tag was created by Sean the Book Maniac and Heather the Soggy Expat Book Nerd. So let's get going, because again, I've been trying to make this video for several minutes now, and I'm starting to get annoyed. Anyway, prompt number 1, cold, or it's soggy, so let's rephrase. Prompt number 1, soggy. Cold, soggy fries. Yay or nay? I'm going to go yay. I'm quite fond of soggy French fries. Normally when I order fast food and the fast food contains fries as the side dish, they are usually rather soggy because of the condensation of the packaging, and I quite like it. And on the rare occasions, I do love French fries, so it's very rare that there are leftover French fries. I will eat them cold as well, so the next day for lunch, alongside whatever else was left over from the fast food of the previous day. I mean, it's exceedingly rare lately that I do eat fast food. I've gotten to the point where I much prefer to make the vast majority of my food homemade and not take it out. So anyway, let's move on to prompt number 2, expat. Have you ever lived abroad? If not, would you? No, sadly I've never lived abroad. I've only lived in the continental United States, and for all but a few months of that, it has been in the state of Texas. I was in San Francisco for a few months, but besides that, I've only ever lived in the state of Texas. Would I like to live abroad? Yes, certainly, particularly the way things are going here in the United States. I would like to, but I just like to live abroad. I mean, for a brief period here and there, but yeah. Prompt number 3, book. A trip you took and or would like to take because a book or author made you want to see it in person. So for this, I have actually gone somewhere because of a book, and that is to San Francisco. I read the first book. I think I've read the first Tales of the City book. I might have read the second one. I know I've read or watched the first 3 adaptations of Tales of the City by Armistead Maupin. And the Tales of the City series take place in San Francisco. They're about a group of quirky San Franciscans who live in a charming little apartment complex on Barbary Lane. I love the book, love the miniseries, so I wanted to go to San Francisco to just kind of experience it vicariously. I would also like to go to Tokyo, where quite a few of my favorite manga are set. Most of the manga I read are fantasy and are set in like fantasy worlds, but there are a few that are set in Tokyo, and I would like to go visit Tokyo. Particularly, I would like to go to the Tokyo Metropolitan Building, which features quite heavily in the work of Clamp, particularly X 1999. There's also the Tokyo Tower, and I think there's a bridge too, I think the Rainbow Bridge, that I would like to go to. So anyway, prompt number 4, book. A book or author from Canada and or Wales you'd like to read. So from Canada, I would like to read Miriam Taves. She wrote Women Talking and Fight Night, and I've been wanting to read her work for a while, and I've just never gotten around to doing it. As far as Welsh is concerned, I'm not as familiar with Welsh literature as I would like to be. And that's maybe something I want to look at in the not too distant future. Maybe do some sort of British Isles reading project where I read a book from England, Wales, Scotland, Ireland, or more, and just see how that works out. But yeah, also possibly one for Canada too, because I'm not as well read in Canadian literature as I would like to be. Book number 5, Random. Embarrassing parent storytime. A time your parent guardian embarrassed you to your core and you're still recovering, or a time you were that parent. I don't think my mom's ever really truly embarrassed me that much. So I don't think I really have a quite good answer for it. So I'll skip this one. Prompt number 6, Maniac. 1 or 2 other things you are a maniac about, aside from obviously being a book maniac. I think maybe cooking, but not really. And also art, but again, not really, because generally speaking, when I do want to go really whole hog on, or really dive deeply into cooking and stuff, I'm always like, no, I'd rather get books. And with the art, I need to get more supplies, but again, it's art supplies or more books, and it's almost always more books. Although maybe I will pick up some more art supplies here in the next few months, because I do need to get some more paper in, and I would like to get some more pastel sticks, and I would also like to try to improve my drawing for various reasons. Question number 7, Random. Have you ever been hideously lost, literally or figuratively? Yes. I think I've told this story once before, but when I was in San Francisco, I was going to go to a Shakespeare in the Park type theater. That was actually like Shakespeare, and I don't remember what park it was. It was in that extended nature reserve that's part of the Presidio in San Francisco. And so I ended up getting on the wrong bus or the wrong train, and ended up in Daly City. So then I got on the opposite bus that was going in the right direction, then ended up at the Presidio, where then I went through some kind of housing project or military housing, and eventually I found where the theater was set up, and by the time I got there, it was I think well into the second or third act, and I'm like, I might as well just go home. So then I pretty much ended up getting lost trying to find my way back to a bus stop, and I eventually made it home, but it was rather frustrating. Yeah. Prompt number 8, Random, a memorable encounter with a stranger. So again, from San Francisco, my actual first day in San Francisco, I was approached by a homeless man who asked for some money, and I gave him some, and he proceeded to jump my case about it, because I basically was like pretty much got my money out of my wallet and pretty much showed him how much money I had, and He's like, don't do that. Don't carry that much money in your wallet. Put it somewhere else on your body, like in your sock or something, so that way people don't know if you're going to do this again. That people won't know how much you've got, so they won't try to do anything to you or trying to like get you for more or something. So it's a very interesting encounter. Prompt number 9. What did you want to be when you grew up? If you have not achieved that in real life, what's it like to be fantastically stable as an adult? Apparently they're asking for a friend. I wanted to be a professor when I grew up, either a history professor or an English professor, and I haven't achieved that dream, so I can help you with being stable because I'm not. Question number 10, random. Are you a people watcher? Do you have good peripheral hearing? Share an anecdote or 3. So, I'm not necessarily a people watcher, although I do have pretty good peripheral hearing. So anyway, so that was the Soggy Expat Book Maniac random question tag. If you would like to do this tag, consider yourselves tagged, and I will see you tomorrow with another tag video. There's one from last week that I would like to do, and then on Thursday will be my book haul, and Friday will be weekly reads, and then next week I think I'm going to try to do a book tag, like a lot of book tags, because there are at least 1 or 2 from this week that I would like to do that I won't be able to get to until next week. So anyway, BookTube, that's all I've got for today. So until I see you again tomorrow, thank you, have a great afternoon, and stay safe.